Okay, we're live. Bring us in. Three. Well, everybody, as I promised, here we are. We're back at the old podium gantry here. In fact, the podium's just behind us, actually. We've come up to the photography area to bring you qualifying for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup here at Oulton Park. The cars have just gone out on track on the international circuit, so they're going to come around 15-minute qualifying session as well. You are going to see the Midget and Sprite Challenge cars too. It is a bit like we had a little bit earlier with the MG Cup and the Metro Cup. It's a joint qualifying session, although I do believe the Cockshoot Cup cars do have their own race a little bit later. So very shortly they're going to start coming around. You're going to see the action. I'm going to talk you through it as well. Oulton Park is in fine condition. The car's about to make their way around through the Deer Leap now. As you can see, green flags being waved for qualifying for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. We are live here at Oulton Park. What a day it is going to be. We've had the threat of rain all week, but it looks like it's not going to come. We're going to have a dry day, it looks like, although things can change very quickly indeed, can't they? So the Cockshoot Cup, a number of classes: Class A, Class B, Class C, Class F to look out for. It is, of course, a big meeting indeed for the Cockshoot Cup. Leading away in Class A, Reece Higginbottom with 46 points, Liam Wignall in second with 38, Andrew Greenbank in third with 16. That's your top three in Class A as we start the day here at Oulton Park. Class B, David Morrison leads the way with 62 points, Mark Bellamy in second with 47, and John Payne in third with 38. In Class C, Carl Green leading the way with 56 points, Keith Egar with 48, and Paul Wignall with 42 points. In Class F, Chris Greenbank is your championship leader with 56 points, Phil Rigby in second with 42, Tom Mensley in 38. There is a remaining round as well, actually. The Cockshoot Cup Championship do head to Croft September 17th, 18th, so 2 weeks' time. The action comes thick and fast, doesn't it, for the Cockshoot Cup. Now, if you are watching this and want to have your say, you want to have your comments shown on screen, the best place to do it is our YouTube channel. It's called Live Sport Now. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click. That's all you got to do. Give it a click, hit subscribe, and if you comment on the chat section of this broadcast, we can show your comment on screen. So you've got a friend or family member racing here today, please do show him a message of support. We'll show it on screen. That driver will be able to see that comment a little bit later. And tell us, where are you watching from this Saturday morning? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you on holiday? What are you doing? As we know, the schools go back next week, don't they? Woohoo! Tell us, are you looking forward to that? There we go. Life goes back to normal from Monday. But here we are at Oulton Park. We are qualifying now for the Cockshoot Cup, the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. And it's the penultimate round of this season. 2 races coming up for you a little bit later. We'll bring you the action of that. And if you do want to find out more about the Cockshoot Cup too, there's also a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you through to the Cockshoot Cup homepage. Do check it out if you want to get involved. What a temperature, perfect conditions for racing today. The track is bone dry. Keith Egar is so far absolutely flying. The AMW Motorsport, a 206.820, so Egar leading the way overall. Morrison going very well in second place at 208.995. You will have to forgive me, of course, we're looking at TSL. It's mixed in with the Midget and Sprite Challenge. That's why you might be looking at this, seeing the cars. We have a safety car. I'm trying to see why. So yellow flag's out. Looks like we have a safety car. Now, of course, this is qualifying. There's less than 10 minutes to go. The drivers have to complete 3 laps in order to be able to start the race. So even if they are just behind the safety car, in fact, most drivers, I'm just looking at the timings, only really Egar. We've got Morrison as well in there, Coulthard A few drivers, Chris Greenbank, have put a flying lap in. Higginbottom has as well, but I think it's massively slowed by the safety car. So far, we're not really seeing anybody throughout the order who's managed to put a flying lap in, except for Keith Egar and Morrison from the Cockshoot Cup. Everybody else has been dramatically slow because of this safety car. So that might obviously determine the order a little bit later. It depends how long it's going to be out for. I'm just trying to have a little look to see why the safety car is out. I've got no notification on TSL yet as to say who is off the track, but we have a safety car. Oh, just had a little plane go overhead as well, like a little So I'm still trying to work out why we've got a safety car here. Oh, it's Collier, number 46. I believe Collier is part of the midget in Sprite. So Collier, unfortunately, off the track somewhere. Hopefully okay. We'll bring you updates as we get it. Remember, this is a combined qualifying session between the MGCC Cockshoot Cup and the Midget and Sprite Challenge too. That's why you'll be seeing a number of cars that you might not quite recognise if you're a regular follower of the Cockshoot Cup. But do have your say. Please do comment. We can see your comments. We want to hear from you. Get those messages of support in. Who are you rooting for today? Where are you watching from? We can see them. And if you're watching on our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now, and you haven't subscribed, please do. You can watch even more live motorsport, including the rest of the action today, and have your comments shown on screen as well. There in comes in one of the Midget Sprite Challenge cars there. That was McGee. Just coming into the pits. The safety car conditions, 7.5 minutes left on the clock. So I imagine we're going to have at least another lap behind the safety car. It's the international circuit as well, so it's the long one. So it does mean, of course, it's a long time round. So qualifying being hampered at the minute for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Of course, that will make the racing action pretty thrilling a little bit later, won't we? Straight after this as well, once qualifying has finished, we are staying live because we've got race 1 of the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup coming up for you straight after. So stick around, don't go anywhere, get comfortable. You've got maybe a couple of minutes if you wanted to go make yourself a quick cup of tea or coffee before you get yourself back comfortable. We are broadcasting live across social media. We are at the MG Car Club on Twitter. We're on Facebook as well, Live Motorsport Now, the MG Car Club. We're in the Cockshoot Cup group, of course. A number of pages. Big thank you to our distribution network, our broadcast partners, the likes of Tin Top Racing UK, Last Lap, the MG Car Club clubs we're associated with. We'd like to say a big hello to Geelong MG Car Club as well, all the way over in Australia. We're broadcasting out there today too. Victoria, you name it, all across the world that we're broadcast with the MG Car Club. So big thank you to our broadcast partners here with the MG Car Club and our motorsport network too. So big thank you to everyone. So as you can see, the cars coming through behind the safety car. A Wignall, it looks like number 5, the fastest car so far. That's Paul Wignall, a 2:04.774. As you can see though, just under 3:26.84, obviously behind the safety car. This is still important. The reason they're doing it behind the safety car and not red flagging it is because it's quite a tight schedule today. Anyway, Oulton Park, no racing on a Sunday, so every single race happens today and today only. John Clark's just come into the pits as well in the F Series for the Cockshoot Cup. So Clark into the pits with the rookie sticker on the back. Hopefully everything's okay with Clark's car and he can get back out. 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Safety car still out, so I'm not so sure we're going to get any more real flying laps here unless it comes in at the end of this lap. As I said, it's the international circuit, so it's a long way round. It's taken 3 minutes. It's taken nearly 3.5 minutes to get around behind the safety car. We've only got 5 minutes left on the clock, so if the safety car has got to pull in this lap really, hasn't it? Now, these things do happen. It is motorsport, of course. I don't know if we can put the camera on Clark's car. I don't know if you can see it down there in the pit lane. John Clark in Class F for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Number of drivers today. Class A, we've got Reece Higginbottom and Leon Wignall. Class B, John Payne, John Spencer, Tony Roberts, Colin Stubbs, David Morrison, Carl Chadwick. Class C, got Keith Eager, Paul Wignall, David Coulthard, Tom Church, Carl Green and David Greenbank. Class F, Phil Rigby, Christopher Greenbank, John Clark, Joseph Jones, Gareth Jones, William Fraser. 35 cars in total for this qualifying session. Just a quick reminder again, that is of course a combined grid between the Midget and Sprite Challenge and the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. So if you are a regular follower of the Cockshoot Cup and thinking I don't recognise a lot of those cars, that's because it is a mixed grid. Now for the racing action later, they will have their own races. Race 1 coming up at about 2:30. This afternoon we'll be live for that, and then of course it is the final race of the day as well. Race 2 for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup, 6:05. You'll be able to catch all of the action live with us, and you'll get post-race reaction after this broadcast as well. We've got quite a lengthy gap, so we're going to do our now famous, legendary behind-the-scenes paddock walk just to catch up with some of the drivers, give you a look to see how things really are behind the scenes. Safety car board is still up, so it does look as if this qualifying session is going to finish behind the safety car. I'm just trying to get an update on time. Oh, lights are off. Okay, lights off. So here we go. Great spot there. Safety car is in. So it looks like we are going to get at least one flying lap for everybody. And I think they might have added some time too, just to give everybody a chance to get 2 flying laps, because, let me just double check that, just make sure TSL had updated and I wasn't completely wrong. Let's have a little look at the timings here. So Wignall leading the way, Paul Wignall on outright pole position for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. We still have 5 minutes left on the clock, so it looks like they've added a little bit of extra time. We are going to get 2 flying laps in here at least. In fact, we may even, well, get 3 in if they're super quick. Over goes Simon Lowry, I can just see as well. I didn't mention him, but he's out on track 63. Although I think Lowry's actually qualifying for the MG Cup, isn't he? Didn't manage to get out. So there we go. So here we go. Cars on track, absolutely flying now. We've still got just over 4 minutes of this qualifying session left to go. What a great job it is, by the way. Oh, we've got double waved yellows though at the bottom heading into the deer leap at the final corner. I'm seeing double waved yellows again. Oh no, what a shame. That might just about wipe out. Oh no, they've pulled in, so it looks like it's okay. Somebody was going very slow. I think maybe they might have just gone off track, kicked up a bit of dirt, maybe had a spin, but they're back on track, and we are green flag for qualifying once again. It's been an interrupted qualifying session so far for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup, but we are go with just under 4 minutes to go. We are going to get a couple of flying laps in at least, so we are going to get to stretch our legs and see who can get pole position for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Coming up a little bit later. Race 1 underway about 2:30. Race 2 gets underway just after 6 o'clock. We'll be live for both of those. Don't you worry about that. Of course, the only thing is it does mean that there can be quite a gap between cars coming through. So qualifying well underway now for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Just over 2 minutes to go, under 2.5 minutes now. And it's Paul Wignall so far the fastest man in the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Igor in second, Coulthard is now third, Chris Greenbank in fourth. That's how it is overall for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Remember, a number of different classes in total: Class A, Class B, Class C and Class F. All motoring along, all powering through here. Who is going to snatch pole position with less than 2 minutes to go? The cars coming over the line now, starting their final flying laps here. Fastest time so far for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup, a 2:01.956. We've now got 1:40 on the clock. So as you can see, every car now one last chance to put in their flying lap as they come over the start-finish line. Who is it going to be? Almost a little bit of calm before the storm, before the cars burst up the deer leap into view once again. What a beautiful sight it is. So I think Clark managed to get back out as well. We could see Clark pull into the pits a little bit earlier. I believe Clark is back on track and about actually to come into view as well. Yeah, there is Clark. So Clark, who came into the pits early doors during that safety car session, back out on track, putting flying laps in, and has got himself up to 31st in total. Simpson, it looks like, is out of this qualifying session, and Collier as well. We've got to 40 seconds left before the checkered flag will fall. And it looks as if it is going to be Paul Wignall who's going to take outright pole position unless something changes in the next couple of minutes. Who knows? There's still time. This is the last chance saloon for these drivers. 15 seconds left on the clock. That will be it, and nobody's going to make it over the start-finish line to get an extra lap in. So this is it now. This is the final flying laps. Last time over the timing for these drivers. Checkered flag is out. Here we go. Here comes one of the F cars now. Over it goes. What's going to change here? Is there much? It's jam-packed here. There goes number 9. I can see that is Phil Rigby. Number of cars pulling into the pits already. There goes Tony Roberts over the line. Look at it. It's got busy, hasn't it? The safety car really packs everybody up. Checkered flag is falling. Let's have a look. It's still Paul Wignall, the fastest driver in the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Looks like he's going to take it. And we've got Green Coulthard, we've got Christopher Greenbank, Egar's in there as well. Right, absolutely flying too. We'll show you TSL so you can see for yourself. And of course, before race 1, we will bring you the official qualifying classifieds. In fact, we'll do that for you in the next broadcast too. So the checkered flag has fallen. It looks like Paul Wignall is going to be on pole position for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup race 1 at 2:30 this afternoon, unless anything changes over the course of the next 30 seconds or so. But I think pretty much everybody has now come over. So we are still waiting for Wignall. We're waiting for Coulthard too. Could Coulthard snatch it right at the death? Who knows? Multiple classes, of course. Class A, Class B, Class C, Class F. Paul Wignall in Class C and his 3rd place in Class C, so this really matters. Here he comes now. He's just appearing at the top of the deer leap. What a wonderful name. That is over the line. Paul Wignall goes. He takes the checkered flag and he does his fastest lap that time around, a 2-minute dead 4:85, so 2:485 for Paul Wignall. And that looks like it snatches pole position. Coulthard over the line in 4th place overall. I believe that is 2nd place for the Cockshoot Cup. So it looks like it's going to be Paul Wignall and David Coulthard 1-2 on the grid at 2:30 for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup race 1. What a cracker indeed. That is now everybody over the line. The checkered flag has fallen for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. Qualifying is complete. Let's pop TSL up onto the screen so you can see for yourself how things have finished up here in quite an interrupted qualifying session, wasn't it? We had that safety car period for a number of laps. Great work though by the marshals and everybody here at Oulton Park to get things going and to give everybody a chance to put 2 or 3 absolute flyers in as well. A bit of extra added time by the MG Car Club. So great organisation, great work by everybody to really maximise the time and give everybody a fair shot, and that's how it proved in the end as well. So the car's just making their way in. Now there is one of the F class cars for the Cockshoot Cup. Everybody being guided in. Now we would normally run down and have a word with them, but we do have a race to bring you coming up very, very shortly. We will speak to the Cockshoot Cup drivers throughout the course of the day, so don't you worry, you will hear from them as the cars make their way into assembly. What a sight they make. I'm delighted to say we do have blue skies, intermittent cloud, but it could have been so much worse. We had a big threat of rain. Doesn't look like that is going to be coming today. Of course, you know, commentator's curse. Still a long way to go. It is almost 20 to 11. Early start. We were live at 9 o'clock, just before 9 o'clock this morning. So early start. It's a one-day event with the MG Car Club this season. And of course it has to be at Oulton Park anyway. No racing on a Sunday. So everything gets crammed into one day on a Saturday. So that's how things finished up for the MGCC Cockshoot Cup. As you can see, there is Paul Wignall, number 5, the man on pole position. So there we go. Looks like things might be getting underway a little bit quicker here today as well. Good timings indeed. So that brings close to the MGCC Cockshoot Cup qualifying session. Congratulations to all of the runners and riders. We're going to catch up again with the Cockshoot Cup for race 1 a little bit later, and of course in the paddock for our exclusive behind the scenes paddock walk. Now we turn our attention to race 1 for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Here we go. It's almost time to go racing. So let's have a little look at how things finished for qualifying a little bit earlier for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. We've got the grid order we can show you on screen now. Mike Williams, championship leader by 4 points from Mark Eels on pole position. His big championship rival there, Mark, will line up alongside him. Dan Willers at his home circuit. Not completed a full season. In fact, it's only his second meeting of the year, but he knows his track very well. It's his home circuit, always goes well. Dan Willers in 3rd place. Matt Simpson in 4th. Ben Williams, what a result that is, by the way, in 5th place. Ben Williams, it is his first time out at Oulton Park on his debut last year for the MG Metro Cup. Finished 3rd at Mallory Park. Good stuff indeed. So Ben Williams had an absolute flyer. Phil Goodwin in 6th place. Robbie Kennan in 7th. Dick Trevette in 8th. Richard Gerrard in 9th. Tim Shooter in 10th. John Moore in 11th. Les Tyler in 12th. Tony Howard is 13th. Chris Savoury 14th. Ben Young 15th. Timothy Davis in 16th. Neil Byrne at 17th. Kylie Gerrard in 18th. Richard Cowley 19th. Pete Coleman in 20th. That is how they're going to line up for race 1 of the MGCC Metro Cup. And talking of Ben Williams, as I said before, it's his first ever time here at Oulton Park. And he's feeling a little bit nervous, quite nervous indeed. If I had a little chat with him at the assembly area ahead of qualifying, and we had a quick chat about his toilet habits and how he's feeling ahead of going out on track at Oulton for the first time. Roll VT. Chat with him, of course, first time out at Oulton Park. Ben, I did promise you I'd come over and chat with the camera as well. A bit nervous this morning?
Yeah, a little bit. Just trying to remember to breathe.
Yeah.
Just remember to breathe.
Of course, you've been to the toilet once or twice this morning, just to settle the nerves a bit.
A handful, yeah.
Look, you'll be absolutely fine. Of course, it is your first time out ever, I suppose. You didn't do the practice session, did you?
No,
beforehand?
no.
Any reason? Just don't need it?
No, not really. I just thought, no, there's no point stressing the car for half an hour.
Yeah.
Save it for the race.
That's actually been a common thing. I've spoken to a lot of drivers. I think only Mike Williams actually went out for that practice session in the Metros. Is it just because the cars just can't handle it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I firmly believe this will be able to do a 24-hour endurance race.
Right, that's what we need. We need a Metro 24
Mark my
race.
words. When I've got enough time and space, I will enter a 24-hour race in a Metro, and I'll prove everyone that it can do it.
Listen, if Ford
wholeheartedly believe.
Ford KAs can do it.
Absolutely.
If Citroen C1s can do
If
it.
a Ford KA can do it, this will be able to last 24 hours.
Top man.
I promise.
Ben, best of luck. Enjoy it, won't you, mate?
Thank you very much.
So that was Ben Williams a little bit earlier, as you can tell, feeling a little bit nervous, but qualifying in 5th place. He shouldn't have been, should he? He is a very, very quick and capable driver indeed, absolutely flying there. Another driver we spoke to as well, Robbie Kennin. He finished in 7th for qualifying, and I caught up with him in Parc Fermé after qualifying. I wasn't too sure how it had gone for him, but I think he'd be quite pleasantly pleased when he got back into the paddock and saw his result. Here's what he had to say whilst he tried to throw me in the boot. Robbie T. Robbie's going to chuck me in the boot, I think. Everything all right, Robbie?
Yeah, get in.
Are you going to let me take this for a drive, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do...
Jump in it now?
Yeah, all right. How was qualifying out?
It was all right. I was gaining, and yeah, basically, I was gaining a bit of speed, a bit of time. I had Phil behind me, in front of me, let me go, and then I lost it at the bottom of the bend. Right. Couldn't get it restarted, so I sat out the last 2 laps, got back on the track, thought I had a lap to go, and qualifying over. So wherever I've come in the first 3 or 4 laps is where we are.
At one point, you were right up there.
Was I?
At one point.
Yeah, I probably plummeted down.
Well, you dropped back a little bit, but there's pace there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a bit of pace. We've been testing, trying to find a gremlin that's been affecting the car all season. Fingers crossed, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's gloves off for the race.
Gloves off for the race. Good man. So that was Robbie Kennin a little bit earlier. A couple of the cars have just had to be cleared before we get going. Not long to go. The marshals are out on track in position, ready to get the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup cars lined up. Well, whilst we are waiting, of course, and they head on out, let's just remind you how things look at the top of the championship, and I can tell you something, it is incredibly tight. We do have another race weekend to come at Snetterton in a couple of weeks' time, but the championship is going to go right down to the wire. Mike Williams, who's on pole position for this race as well, number 28, watch out for him. He's on 148 points in the championship. Mark Eels, who lines up alongside him, has 144 points, literally 4 points in it, that is it. Tim Shooter in 3rd place with 105 points, Matt Simpson's in 4th with 94, Dick Trevette in 5th with 82, Les Tyler is 6th with 73, John Moore is 7th with 68, Robbie Kennin in 8th with 67. I'm pleased to say the cars are making their way out on track as well at Oulton Park. It's the international circuit, so it's a long one. We spoke to Ben Williams a little bit earlier too when he was talking about that 24-hour Metro race. That would be quite something, wouldn't it? I would quite enjoy watching and covering that. So the cars making their way around now. The Cockshoot Cup cars have just been told that they can head back to the paddock. Now, once this race is finished, we're going to catch up with the Metro Cup drivers in Parc Fermé. Then we're going to go to a short break. But when we come back, we're going to bring you our live exclusive behind-the-scenes paddock walk, as we so often do. Here, see from the drivers out of the cars and see what it's really like behind the scenes at a race weekend. We don't just bring you on-track action, Parc Fermé assembly. We bring you the real stuff. Think Drive to Survive, think live sport now. Now, if you are watching on YouTube, do comment in the chat section. If you do, we can show your comment on screen. So get commenting, show some support. We'll pop it on screen, let the drivers see it. And if you're not watching on YouTube and you do want to, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click, it'll take you straight through. Make sure you hit subscribe as well, because we've got a lot of motorsport coming up for you. We will be at Snetterton with the MG Car Club in a few weeks' time. So to make sure you don't miss any of the action, check in there. And next week as well, we're back here at Oulton Park, bringing you MSV coverage of Enduro cars. So, so much action to be bringing you. So not long until the Metro Cup cars will be in your vision. They are making their way around the Oulton Park International Circuit now. Then they'll be lining up and we'll be going for the first race of the day and first race for the Metro Cup too. It's an early start for them, isn't it? They had qualifying at 9:10 this morning, straight into the race. We're probably going to get underway before the scheduled 11 o'clock time too. So despite there being a couple of interruptions in the qualifying session with the Cockshoot Cup, we're actually still looking like we might be a few minutes ahead of schedule, which is important here at Oulton Park. Everything has to happen in one day. It's a very tight schedule indeed. There is a total of 12 races. We're going to bring you half of them. We're going to bring you 6 of those races today live. The sun is just beating out as well. The conditions are absolutely perfect to go racing. It's not too hot, but it's not cold at all either. Good conditions. The cars should be in good nick too. I can just see them coming down the back straight now here at Oulton Park. They're going to round the final corner, go down the aptly named Deer Leap and appear in your screen. And it's going to be Mike Williams on pole position with his championship rival Mark Eales alongside. This matters. This really, really matters. 4 points separates them in the championship. That is it. There is Mike Williams in the red Metro. Mark Eales in the grey with the day-glow yellow wheels you're going to see. Dan Willers at his home circuit. It's only his second meeting of the year. As we know, he's quick here. There is Matt Simpson in the tiger orange Metro. Now there is Ben Williams as well. It's his debut here at Oulton. It's his Oulton Park debut, I should say. I think it's only about his 3rd or 4th meeting, though, actually behind the wheel at the Metro Cup. And what a great field we have, by the way. We have 20 Metros. It's just gone from strength to strength over the last 18 months or so, has the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. If you do want to find out more, you can. There is a link in the body of this broadcast, wherever you're watching it. It will take you straight through to the Metro Cup website. Do check it out, even if it's just to reminisce. Did you have one? Have you ever owned a Metro? Or have you got family who owned a Metro? Comment below, do tell us. Send us some pictures in as well. So it's a 20-minute race coming up. This is vitally important for the championship. There they are. The whistle goes. Mike Williams on pole position. He's got Mark Eales alongside him. 5-second board goes up. Red lights on. And we're going straight into it. Look at that. It's a good start by Mike. Can he hold on? It's who changes gear first. I think Eales, they're locked together. They're side by side. But Williams is going to have the inside line as they go round the first corner. Is he going to manage to hold on? I'm going to try and plug myself in and listen to the on-course commentary to see what is going on as they go round the far side of the circuit. Don't worry. We'll keep you up to speed with everything as it happens live here at Oulton Park. We're broadcasting the whole day off one camera, so bear with us. We try and give you the best possible vantage point that we can. But it looked like Mark Eales and Mike Williams were locked together side by side. They had a great start together going down, but it just depends. Did Mike Williams manage to hold the inside line and take the lead? We are going to find out very, very, very shortly indeed. Don't go anywhere. Mike Williams, Mark Eales, Dan Willers, Matthew Simpson, Ben Williams, Phil Goodwin, Robbie Kenny, Dick Trevette, Richard Gerrard, Tim Shooter, John Moore, Les Tyler, Tony Howe, Chris Sovery, Ben Young, Timothy Davies, Neil Burnett, Kyler Gerrard, Richard Cowley, Pete Coleman. Let's hope everybody has got through. I'm not seeing any signs. It looks like everything is fine and dandy at the minute out on track. Who is going to be leading this race? We're going to find out very shortly. It's going to be an absolute thriller. 20 minutes of Metro Cup action right here, right now. We are live at Oulton Park with the MG Car Club. Yes, we are. Get your comments in. Come on, tell us, who are you supporting? Looks like it may well be Williams leading the way from Eales. What about Willers? It's his home circuit. We know he's super quick here. I can hear the cars thumping around the international circuit at the far side. It's not going to be too much longer, and I'll see them coming down the straight just opposite us, and I'll be able to tell you where everybody is. We've got 18.5 minutes left of this race. Still a long, long, long way to go. They've only just started. It is go, go, go for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. And it's tight at the top in the standings. 4 points. That's all that separates Mike Williams and Mark Eales. Who's it going to be as they're coming down? I'm trying to see, and I think it is Williams, isn't it? I think Ben Williams, by the way, has jumped up too. So here we go. Is it Mike Williams? It is Mike Williams who leads. It is Mike Williams who leads the way at the minute. And it is Eels in second, and it's Ben Williams up to third place. Ben Williams, wow, his first time ever driving here at Oulton Park. He's only ever completed a 15-minute qualifying session this morning. He's got past Willis in fourth. It looks like Richard Garrard is flying as well. Robbie Kenning's up to sixth. There goes John Moore. There goes Goodwin. Les Tyler, Tim Shooter, Tony Howe. There goes Ben Young, Chris Savory, Tim Davies, Kyler Gerrard. There goes Matt Simpson's had an absolutely terrible start. Neil Burnett goes up a couple of places, but it's Matt Simpson. It looks like Matt Simpson's the big loser, unfortunately, on lap one. Please don't take offence, Matt. It's just how it is, unfortunately. So Matt Simpson goes from fourth, and it looks like he's dropped down to about 17th place or so. So what happened to Matt Simpson on lap one? We'll catch up with him a little bit earlier to find out. But it is your championship leader, Mike Williams, who is currently leading the way here at the end of lap one. The action is going to come thick and fast. He just put in a 2:13.775. Of course, you can't read too much into that because it is just the opening lap. But Mike Williams leads the way from Mark Eels in second. Ben Williams, wow, what a start for him. He's up to third place from fifth. Dan Willis in fourth. Richard Gerrard in fifth. We've got Robbie Kenning in sixth, and it's John Moore in seventh. Phil Goodwin in eighth. Les Tyler in ninth. Tim Shooter in 10th. That's your top 10. And from 11 down, we've got Howe, Young, Savory, Davis, Gerrard. That's Kyler Gerrard, Simpson, Burnett, Coleman, and Cowley. We have lost somebody, haven't we? Because there should have been 20 runners and riders. I'm just trying to see who it is. Whose name did I not read out? Dick Trevette. I don't remember reading out Trevette's name. Let me just double check that. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we don't have Dick Trevette in this race, which is a shame because we know Dick is lightning quick at every circuit. A driver with years of experience behind the wheel. Unfortunately, we don't have Trevette, but we do have 19 runners and ridings, and at the minute it is Mike Williams leading the way and looking to extend his lead at the top of the championship standards. Remember, between him and Mark Eels, it is a paltry 4 points. That is it. As they're coming down the back now, we're going to see Mike Williams very shortly, and Mark Eels is so close to him. They really are neck and neck at the minute. And look at this. This is your battle for 1-2. It's a one-make series. That is it. So here we go. This is the battle for first and second. It's Mike Williams, but Mark Eels has maybe got a bit of a run on him. He's going to try and take the inside line, but Mike Williams cuts it off and says you're going to have to work hard for that. You're going to have to go around the outside. Ben Williams holding on to third place. Dan Williams and fourth. Richard Garrett in fifth. John Moore's making a move on Robbie Kenning as well, trying to go down the inside into turn one. Can he do it? Tim Davies is going to have a little look at Ben Young too. Kyler Gerrard, Matt Simpson going to go down the inside of Kyler Gerrard there. Neil Burnett right in the mix in that battle, and there goes Pete Coleman over the line as well. So it is Mike Williams leading the way, but it's Mark Eels who's putting an awful lot of pressure over the line. It was 0.182 of a second. That was the gap. That is all. And it's Mark Eels who has the fastest lap of the race, a 2:07.250. Wow. Wow, wow, what a race we're seeing so far. The only real move on that last lap was Chris Savory getting past Ben Young. So Savory did get past Young on that lap to move up to 12th place. So, wow. 5 minutes of this race is done and dusted already. We've got 14.5 minutes left on the clock to go. A lot of racing action still to come. It is definitely Dick Trevette's car because I can see Dick Trevette over at the far side. I can see his orange Metro. Unfortunately, we'll find out what the issue there. Could not start this race. Let's hopefully see if he can get it fixed for race 2 a little bit later. So it's Mike Williams, Mark Eels, Ben Williams, Dan Willis, Richard Gerrard, Kenning, and Moore, Goodwin, Tyler, Shooter. That is your top 10. Then from 11 down, we've got Howe, Savory, Young, Davis, Kyler Gerrard, Matt Simpson, Neil Burnett, Pete Coleman, Richard Cowley. They are your current runners and riders. Although I haven't seen Cowley come over the line actually, so I just have to wait and see. There, he hasn't registered as coming over as Richard Cowley, but I'm not seeing, unless that's just an error with TSL. Let's hope so. So almost calm before the storm, but not long to wait because they're coming down now. Oh, and Mike Williams is slowing. I don't believe it. Mike Williams is going slow. Oh, this is huge. Eels is in the lead of the race. So Mark Eels leads. He's about to come into your screen now. There he is. So Mark Eels is your race leader. It promotes Ben Williams up to second place. Yes, it does. Dan Willis in third. Richard Gerrard in fourth. Robbie Kenning in fifth. John Moore in sixth. There is Mike Williams. What happened? Is he still able to go? He's not going to pull in the pits, is he? In fact, he's not making it round. Where is Mike Williams? Oh, he's pulled off to the side. I don't believe it. He's pulling off to the side. It's Mike Williams. He's out. Oh, this is absolutely tragic. I don't believe it. The championship leader, the man who started on pole position, is out of the race. Oh no, Mike, that is such a shame. Mark Eales won't complain though as he takes the lead, although knowing Mark, he's a great competitor. He'll be disappointed actually. He's not been able to duke it out. And there is Mike Williams. He's able to get going again. I just wonder if the engine or something cut out. There he goes. Mike Williams, let's follow him, let's follow him. Oh, I just wonder if the engine or something like that cut out. Mike Williams drops down to last place. Well, 18th we've got him. So it's Eales, then Ben Williams, Dan Willars, Richard Gerrard, Robbie Kennan, John Moore, Phil Goodwin, Les Tyler, Tim Shooter, Tony Howe, Chris Savory. Then we've got Tim Davies, Ben Young, Matt Simpson, Neil Burnett, Kyler Gerrard, Pete Coleman and Mike Williams in 18th place. Still no sign of Cowley. I'm not too sure what's happened to Cowley. Fingers crossed everything's okay, but wow, huge drama at the top of the championship standings here as Mike Williams, the man who started on pole position, he had a 4-point lead coming into this race at the top of the championship standings. Unfortunately, it looks like maybe the car just cut out or something because he managed to get it going again. Keep going, Mike, because you could pick up a few places. It could be important for the championship still. 4 races left, including this one, so 3 after this one in the 2022 Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup Championship. It's all to play for. There was just 4 points between them. Mike Williams with that 4-point advantage over Mark Eales, but Mark Eales is going to retake the championship lead with the win here if he can hold on. We're not even halfway through yet though. He's coming down now is Mark Eales, who's about to peer in our shot. There he is. There is your race leader, Mark Eales. Started in 2nd place. An issue with Mike Williams means he's now inherits the lead. What a drive this is by Ben Williams, though. It's his first time ever around Oulton Park. He's holding off the mightily experienced Dan Willars at his home circuit. And Richard Gerrard is currently on the podium at the minute. He's in 2nd place and on course for his best ever finish in the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Incredible stuff indeed. Les Tyler's gone up a couple of places. I feel Goodwin's dropped down to 9th. Les Tyler and Tim Shooter going through. So Tyler up to 7th. Tim Shooter up to 9th, 8th, apologies, and Goodwin drops down to 9th. There is Neil Burnett, who's got past Kyler Gerrard there. So it's Eales leading the way. Fastest lap of the race so far, 2:07.250. There is Mike Williams now. He's managed to catch up and get past Pete Coleman. So he's got a place back there. He's up to 17th. So Eales leads the way. Ben Williams in 2nd, Willars in 3rd, Richard Gerrard in 4th, Robbie Kenning in 5th, John Moore in 6th, Les Tyler in 7th, Tim Shooter in 8th, Phil Goodwin in 9th. Then we've got Tony Howe in 10th, Chris Savory in 11th, Tim Davies in 12th, Ben Young in 13th, Matt Simpson is 14th, Neil Burnett is 15th, Kyler Gerrard is 16th, Mike Williams is 17th, Pete Coleman is 18th, and Richard Cowley is out, unfortunately, of this race. Car stopped out on track somewhere, but of course no safety car or anything, so it doesn't, I think it might have just conked out. We'll catch up with Richard a little bit later and find out what's happened, and hopefully he can get back on track for race 2 a little bit later. Boy oh boy, it's been high drama so far here as the clock ticks down below the 10-minute mark. We are over halfway through this race now, and my word, has it been full of drama early on. Oh, and breathe, everybody, and breathe. Are you enjoying this so far? Comment below. Remember, we can see your comments. Head over to Live Sport now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click. If you do comment in the chat section, we can show your comment on screen. And remember, do hit subscribe as well. Here comes Mark Eales, your race leader. At the minute, things are under control, but there's still a long way to go here. So they come streaming over the start-finish line, and a bit of action going on. Matt Simpson getting in a good tussle with Ben Young and Tim Davies there. And there is Mike Williams now. Is he starting to catch up to Kyler Gerrard and Neil Burnett? Every place matters for Mike Williams. We will catch up with him after this race and find out what has happened. It'd be good to see Mike. We're always happy to have a chat. I didn't see him a little bit earlier actually because he was doing the practice session when we caught up with Matt. So Mark Eales is your race leader. Dan Willers has now got past Ben Williams. So Dan Willers is up to second place. Ben Williams in third. It's still an incredible race though by Ben Williams. Started in fifth place, of course. It's his first time out ever at Oulton Park. He was very nervous, of course, before qualifying, but qualified in fifth. He's still on the podium in third. Richard Gerard, though, is hassling him as well. Just to put it into context, it's less than 0.4 of a second separate second from fourth. Incredible stuff. Robbie Kennedy's having a strong race in fifth place too. John Moore is up to sixth. Les Tyler is seventh. Tim Shooter is eighth. Phil Goodwin is ninth. Tony Howe is 10th. Chris Savory is 11th. Tim Davies is 12th. Ben Young is 13th. Matt Simpson's 14th. Neil Burnett is 15th. Kylie Gerard is 16th. Mike Williams is 17th. Pete Coleman is 18th. And so far, the only driver we lost from this race is Richard Cowley. Must say as well, Mike Williams is flying. That car is back up to full fitness as well. He's just done the fastest lap of the race last time round, a 2:06.572. So Mike Williams has got his charge back on. He's going to try and take some places. It's go, 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 go as Mark Eales, your race leader and soon-to-be championship leader, comes into your screen. There is Dan Willers in second place, with Ben Williams in third and Richard Gerard. These three are having a giant tussle here. And just behind them, we've got Robbie Kennan, John Moore and Les Tyler having a great fight too. It's battles all throughout the field here. There goes Tim Shooter. There's Phil Goodwin. Here comes Tony Howe to round out the top 10. There they all go through. But look at this as well. Ben Young getting a little bit wide out the final corners. Matt Simpson takes the inside line and takes the position as well. Next to his sights is Tim Davies. So Matt Simpson makes up a place, moves up to 13th on that last lap. And Mike Williams has got past Kyler Gerard now, so Mike Williams makes up another place as well. Neil Burnett's in his sight now as well, so Mike Williams on the move. Williams in 16th. If you are just tuning in, hello, welcome to race one of the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup from Oulton Park. It's been full of drama. We've got 6 minutes left on the clock. It was Mike Williams, championship leader, who started on pole position alongside his title rival Mark Eales. But it looks like he had a bit of an engine issue or something with that Metro. The car just appeared to slow down for a period of time. Then it managed to kick in again. He dropped down from first all the way down to last, but has managed to get himself back up past a couple of drivers. He's up to 16th place now, still with 6 minutes on the clock. He's got a chance to make up a few more places still. But Mark Eales has got 6.776 lead out in front. Can he hold on? So it's Eales from Dan Willers. Dan Willers, of course, knows this track very, very well. On for a very strong second place. Ben Williams in third place, on for a podium if he can hold on. But he's got a very fast Richard Gerard just behind him, nipping at his heels, wanting that third place. Robbie Kennan in fifth and John Moore in sixth. Les Tyler in seventh. Tim Shooter in eighth. Phil Goodwin in ninth. Tony Howe in 10th. A couple of changes on that last lap. Matt Simpson got past Ben Young to move up to 13th place, and Mike Williams got past Kyler Gerard to move up to 16th place. Now here they come. Here comes Mark Eales round the final corner now as the clock ticks up to the 5-minute mark left to go. So there is your race leader, Mark Eales, looking to pick up another maximum points here. There is Dan Willers. Oh, Richard Gerard has got past Ben Williams. So Richard Gerard has got past Ben Williams on that last lap, and that's important because that's for third place. So Richard Gerard now moves up to the final podium place at the expense of Ben Williams, who drops down to fourth. Robbie Kennan in fifth. There goes John Moore and Les Tyler. There's a good battle going on there. There's Tim Shooter and there is Phil Goodwin. No quarter given between these two either. Tony Howe with a little bit of breathing space by himself there in 10th place, but Chris Savory and Matt Simpson now. Looks like Matt Simpson has got past Tim Davies on that last lap. So Simpson now looking to try and get past Savory. So Simpson on the move again. Davies drops down. There goes Ben Young through too. Here is Mike Williams. Now he has got past Neil Burnett on that last lap. So Mike Williams once again on the move, getting past another car. There's Neil Burnett. There's Kyler Gerard. It looks like Kyler's a little bit closer to Neil this time. So far, Mike Williams down in 15th place with the fastest lap at 2:06.572. That was done a couple of laps ago. Last time, a 2:07.849. To put that into context, that is 2.5 seconds faster than Ben Young, who is just in front of him. So with 4 minutes left to go in 2 laps, he's got an opportunity to move up the order a little bit further, which could be very important for the championship. Pete Coleman just going through in 18th place there. Richard Cowley, the only casualty from this race so far. Dick Trivette, unfortunately, unable to start the race. We had 20 Metros here this weekend going out in qualifying. Dick Trivette unable to start the race. Richard Cowley retired on lap 1, but we still have 18 runners and riders. It is incredible stuff with 3.5 minutes left on the clock to go. It's been full of drama, full of change. You just don't know where to look, do you? It's Richard Gerard in third place at the expense of Ben Williams. What a magnificent drive, though, by Ben. Qualified in fifth. He's in fourth, was running in second place at one point. Watch out for him, by the way, in race 2. Now that he's really got a feel for the track and getting a bit of confidence in, I expect Ben Williams to absolutely fly in race 2 a little bit later. Here comes Mark Eels around the final corner, and he is going to have 2 more laps. So he's about to start his penultimate lap of this race. So Eels over the line 2 more times around for Mark Eels. If he can hold it, he will win the race. There is Dan Willers. There is Richard Gerard, and I don't believe it. I was just saying how great Ben Williams is doing, but he's dropped back down the order quite substantially. Something's happened. I can't see him. He's coming through now. He's lost a lot of places. Something's happened. He must have gone off the track somewhere. Ben Williams has dropped down the order. What a shame that is, but he's still getting a lot of experience around here. It's still been a very impressive drive for Ben Williams. Tim Davis goes very, very wide round the final corner, as does Ben Young. Matt Simpson has got past Chris Savory, so Simpson on the move once again. Here comes Mike Williams. Now Mike Williams has got, is he going to do it? He's got 2 laps now to try and catch that group in front and claw back some more points, which he's going to need in the championship. Here comes Neil Burnett and Kyler Gerard, and Neil Burnett in the green and grey. There's Kyler in the red and white going through. 2 minutes left on the clock. That is it. It is go, 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 go here at Oulton Park, and it's proved to be an absolute thriller. Now, Elliot Kennan has commented saying, good luck, Robbie. Well, I tell you, Robbie's doing a great job in 4th place at the minute. It is Mark Eels leading the way, Dan Willers in 2nd, Richard Gerard in 3rd, Robbie Kennan in 4th, John Moore in 5th, Les Tyler in 6th, Tim Shooter in 7th, Ben Williams has dropped down to 8th. On that last lap, Phil Goodwin is 9th, Tony Howe is 10th, Matt Simpson on the move up to 11th place at the expense of Chris Savory, drops down to 12th, Tim Davis is 13th, Ben Young is 14th, Mike Williams is 15th, Neil Burnett is 16th, Kylie Gerard is 17th, Pete Coleman is 18th. You're wondering why Mike Williams is down in 15th. It's because he did start on pole position, led the race after lap 1, after a couple of laps, but it looked like he was under a lot of pressure from Mark Eels. Almost looked like the car cut out on the back straight. Pulled off to the circuit, looks like he was going to retire, but it just came back to life again. And in fact, since then, he's actually put the fastest lap of the race in as well. So looks like the car is back alive. Here comes Mark Eels. He's about to start his final lap of the race now. Over he goes to start one final time round here for race 1. If you just keep it on the black stuff, he should get the win. There goes Dan Willers in 2nd place. Richard Gerard, though, not going to give this up. He's on the podium, both drivers on the podium, but he fancies it. There's Robbie Kennan going very well, but it's John Moore under an awful lot of pressure from Les Tyler. Is Les Tyler going to have to slip through to try and go down the inside? No, he doesn't. Good block by John Moore to say you can't come through, and it looks like Phil Goodwin making a move on Ben Williams down the inside into turn 1 here at Oulton Park. There goes Tony Howe to round out the top 10. Matt Simpson going very well. Chris Savory keeping him a little bit honest though. Ben Young tucking in behind Tim Davis. There goes Mike Williams. Now he's got one last lap to try and get through as many of those cars as he possibly can and claw back some more points in this title fight. There was 4 points separating Mike Williams at the top from Mark Eels in 2nd at the start of this race, but it does look now as if Mark Eels is going to retake the lead. Now it's all about trying to get as many points as possible for Mike Williams. The title is going to go all the way down to the wire at Snetterton in a few weeks' time, and guess what? We'll be live for that. You can catch it, you can hear from the drivers live and exclusive. It is going to be an absolute cracker. We're on the final lap of the race now. It is go, go, go here at Oulton Park, and it has been an absolute thriller of a race. This is why we love club races, isn't it? You just cannot predict what is going to happen. Here comes Pete Coleman now, currently running in 18th place. So the big question is, can Mike Williams just pluck off a few more cars in front of him and claw back a few more championship points? Because it really, really matters as we start to get to the closing stages of this championship. After this race, there's only 3 races left for the MG Metro Cup. Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe, or if you haven't done so already, so you can keep up to date with all of the MG Car Club motorsport action. We've got even more to bring you next week too, with live Enduro car. Now here they come. Here comes Mark Eels. The checkered flag is waiting for him, and Mark Eels is going to come over the line and take a huge win and a step in the right direction for the championship. There goes the checkered flag. Over it goes. He takes the win. Dan Willis is going to come home in 2nd. Richard Gerard in 3rd place. Robbie Kennan is going to hold on to 4th place. It looks like John Moore is going to hold on to 5th, although Les Tyler's been all over the back of him. Les comes home in 6th. Tim Shooter in 7th. Ben Williams is going to hold on to 8th. Phil Goodwin in 9th. Here comes Tony Howe to round out the top 10. And there is Mike Williams. So Mike Williams has managed to get up to 12th place. Incredible driving. Matt Simpson comes over the line for 11th. Mike Williams gets 12th. That could be huge come the end of the season. There goes Chris Sabre in 13th. There's Tim Davis. Ben Young in 15th place. Excuse me. Oh, and I don't believe this. I have even more huge news here. Huge breaking news. There is Neil Burnett, by the way. Where is Kyla Gerhardt? Because she was very close. Oh, there is Kyla. Everything's okay there. That's good. We're just waiting for Pete Coleman to take the checkered flag. Now, you're not going to believe this. Huge breaking news here. Mark Eales has been handed a penalty and he has not won the race. Dan Willers takes the win. Mark Eales has been handed a penalty and drops down to 3rd place. He drops down to 3rd place. Richard Gerhardt in 2nd. Dan Willers is your race winner. Richard Gerhardt in 2nd. Mark Eales is in 3rd. We'll just get everything confirmed for you before we go too crazy about it. But it looks like Mark Eales has been handed a penalty for track limits and is dropped down to 3rd place. Robbie Kennan in 4th. John Moore in 5th. Les Tyler in 6th. Shooter in 7th. Ben Williams 8th. Goodwin in 9th. Tony Howe in 10th. That is how it finishes up here. Let's pop TSL on the screen whilst we get ourselves down to Parc Ferme to try and digest the action.
Phil Goodwin in 9th, Tony Howe in 10th, Matt Simpson in 11th, and then Mike Williams made it up to 12th. So he did get so, but it does look, if you look at the time gap, it's showing here being 6 seconds off the lead. It was about 4 seconds in the lead.
Well, what do you make of that? So it looks like, according to TSL, and I'm listening to the circuit commentary as well, it does sound like that is confirmed. Dan Willers, the race winner. Richard Gerhardt in 2nd. Mark Eales, he came over the line about 6 seconds ahead of everybody else, but unfortunately it looks like he's been given a 10-second time penalty, which has dropped him down to 3rd place. Robbie Kennan in 4th. John Moore in 5th. Les Tyler in 6th. Tim Shooter in 7th. Ben Williams in 8th. Phil Goodwin 9th. Tony Howe in 10th. Matt Simpson in 11th. Mike Williams, what a great recovery drive that was by Mike, to 12th. Chris Sabre in 13th. Tim Davis 14th. Ben Young is 15th. Neil Burnett 16th. Kyla Gerhardt 17th. Pete Coleman 18th. Unfortunately, we did lose Richard Cowley from the race. Now there is Mark Eales. And there is your actual race winner, Dan Willers. So I don't know whether I should be the one to tell him or not. Let's go have a chat with some of the drivers as they're making their way in. I'm just going to get a couple of pictures. Let's take TSL down so you can admire the cars as they're coming into Parc Ferme here, as you can see. And a driver I really want to go talk to is Mike Williams, of course. Let's go have a quick chat with Dan because he's out the car. I wonder if he's aware.
Oh my gosh.
Dan, are you aware?
I knew Mark had a 10-second penalty.
Yeah.
So I was doing my best to try and see if I could keep it under 10 seconds, but I'm not sure whether it was.
Well, it looks like you have done it, according to TSL, so don't take it as official word yet, but according to TSL, you are the winner.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a great race.
It was a
fantastic race.
A great race with Ben as well.
And Richard, yeah. I knew I saw the 10-second penalty go up for him. I thought, I've just got to try and hang on to him because I know he's quicker, but I give it everything for every single lap just to try and maintain the gap.
Yeah, you should come out more often, shouldn't you?
Thanks, Ian.
Well done. Let's grab Mark very quickly. Probably Mark.
I think this man might tell me now.
Yeah, it looks like you've been handed a 10-second penalty to drop you down to 3rd. I'm not sure. I was trying to overhear on there, so don't
assume they think I jumped the start, did they?
Well, it didn't look like it from where I was sitting.
Do you know? I saw a board first lap, first time round, and then it didn't come out again. So obviously I was trying to keep up with Mike. I didn't really see it, but I had a sneaky feeling.
I didn't see any penalty until you'd gone over to taking the checkered flag. So I wasn't aware. I thought it might be track limits or something, but I thought, nah, not Mark, surely.
No, I think I saw the board on the first lap round, so I can only assume they think I jumped at the start. But I normally get that bang on. Do you know what I mean? So
well, we got it on camera to start, so we can watch it.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Well done anyway. It's a podium regardless. So congrats.
No,
Let's go have a chat with Mike Williams, shall we? I want to find out what happened with Mike. Mike, how you doing, mate? It's good to see you. What happened out there?
Well, I don't know. It was weird, really.
Yeah.
I was just cruising along, thinking I don't have to even wear my tyres out here, and then it started misfiring. So then Mark caught me, and then it just stopped completely. In fact, I pulled up.
I saw it. I saw you.
I pulled up on the side, and I thought,
and
what the hell's going on? So
I
actually stopped, and I thought, just tried it, and it burst into life. So I thought,
and then 2 laps later, you put the fastest lap of the racing.
Yeah, well, it's going all right now.
Well, look, for the championship, it's not the worst case because Mark's been handed a 10-second penalty to drop him down to 3rd.
Yeah.
You managed to get up to 12th. Were you aware of that when you were going? You thought, I just need to get as many cars as possible.
Yeah, I got a TSL timer there.
Ah, all right.
I knew exactly what it was. I knew I got fastest lap. But anyway, that's a whole different story. No, I knew. Yeah, I could see. I just thought I saw the 10-second penalty, and that's why I thought I'm just going to cruise here.
Yeah.
Because what's the worst that can happen?
You've got another race to go later as well. So.
Well, even if you got past me, with saving me tyres,
yeah.
As long as I stayed within 10 seconds, I knew that it'd be fine. But he just started misfiring and plodding along and stuff. So Mark got past me, and I thought, going on, and then coming down. Just after Druids.
Yeah.
Just coming out of Druids, it just stopped dead completely.
I saw you pull up down here. I was like,
I got that far. I got that far. I was trying to get somewhere out of the way, so I didn't cause any major problems.
Yeah.
Safety car or something stupid like that. So I just thought, well, it's the end of the race, and then it burst into life.
Well, I'll tell you what, I bet it was exciting.
I literally stopped at the side of the road.
I saw you.
Yeah.
Well, a great recovery drive to get up to 12th. Well done, mate.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a better race, the second one, isn't it? If it all works, start from 12th.
It will. It'll be fun.
Good fun. Yeah.
We'll watch this man in race 2. Well done, mate. Congrats. Right, let's keep going around. I did want to find Ben Williams wherever he has gone. I did see him walking around. Where's Ben? He's over here. Look, he's got his top off as well. One for the ladies. Look. Ben, that was an exciting race, was it? Perhaps not quite how you wanted to finish in the end, but you were right up there.
Exciting is certainly one way of putting it.
Look, qualifying was incredible. We spoke to you beforehand. You were a bit nervous, of course, going out. It didn't look it. Qualifying 5th. You're up to 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard. Dan got past you, didn't he?
Dan came past. Yeah, me and Dan.
And then you dropped down to 8th. What
yeah, there was some contact. That is certainly one way of describing it.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And then there was a squeaky bum time, almost into the barrier, and then it was just, yeah.
Well, I think I was going to say top 8. You should be too upset about that.
No, I'm still to finish 8th. I am more than happy. To finish 8th, but certainly that was an interesting race.
Yes.
An interesting race.
All across it was as well.
Well, the car's still in one piece and it still works.
Now,
and I finished.
I'm expecting.
Which is my 6th signature, so now I'm no longer.
Yeah, but this could go 24 hours, so that's not a problem.
It can do.
No, I'm expecting big things in race 2 now from you, because now you've got to grips with the circuit.
Yeah, I've known my way around it now. Race 2, we shall see what it will bring. I'll start, as you say, 8th.
8th.
Starting 8th, see if we can get a trophy.
Good man. I like it. Confident, Steve, isn't he?
Absolutely.
And rightly so as well. Me too, mate. You all right? Right, there you go. That is race 1 finished for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup, and boy oh boy was it full of drama. Mark Eales took the checker flag in first, handed a 10-second time penalty, we think, then for jumping the start, although it didn't look like it to me, to be fair. I was literally alongside them, but hey, that might be reviewed. Still a lot to digest here from race 1 of the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. We've got race 2 to bring you a little bit later as well. We're going to go for a short break. When we come back though, we're going to bring you our live exclusive paddock walk behind the scenes here. It's going to be an absolute corker. Don't go far, we'll be back soon.